Okay, it's the beginning of week 7. Today I think I'm going to try and wrap up the splash plank and the last little bit of the final post there. And I would love it if I could at least have one segment fully put together there, one bay's worth of trusses and the members that go in between. Okay, we're not messing around anymore. Ditched the black oxide and got some titanium coated drill bits this time. Should hopefully make it all the way through the steel plates that we were having trouble with yesterday. Hopefully this will work. Man, this is kind of irritating. Trying to drill this thing and I don't know, my drill just can't hold on to these circular or these round bits very well, and as you can see, just like it's totally ruined. I don't know, feeling a bit discouraged right now. This is kind of a bummer. Finally got the posts and the splash plank all done all the way around the house. I think normally you'd want to do the hairpin rebar before you did the splash plank, but I've got enough room underneath each bracket to where I can pretty easily maneuver the rebar around, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, it feels really good to get something finally checked off the list. Let's move on to moving the scaffolding here over to our first truss pair so that we can maybe start to flip those up this week. Okay, so now we are on to flipping this truss like this so that we can do all the cross members in between and then have a whole unit to raise up. I think we're about ready to lift. Just kind of go over the rig here. I've got my lifting post. This is very similar to what we did for raising the poles. So I got my lifting pole here. This bears all the weight. We got 2 chains running back down here to our brackets. So that keeps it pretty much all of the weight, keeps it from tipping back here. We also have this support on the ground, and the lifting post is on that brace right there, so any downward force on the post will also be keeping the brace here in place. Now once I get it up, I'm going to be putting some of these blocks underneath next to the posts so that I can move the truss closer to the post. And that's going to be a little bit interesting. I'm still figuring out exactly how I'm going to do that. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go. It's possible that it could start rocking and that a whole number of things could happen that we don't really want to. So I'm just going to be going slow through that, and hopefully this works out okay. Seems to want to go this way, and so that's actually good for me because we're just going to tie it off to. Well, I was certainly right to not be super stoked about how that was fitting on there. It fell off and cracked my splash plank, so that's kind of poopy. I'm gonna have to redo that and fix it. So that'll be fun. I'm going to try and apply leverage over here and get it up to the right height and everything, and then eventually work this side up onto something similar over here. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge. So yay funsies. Okay, so I'm not feeling super awesome about the way that this is leaning this way. I know that when I move that corner over to here, it's just gonna have an even steeper angle, which will mean that there's more force. I bet that the scaffolding would probably still be able to hold it up, but I don't really want to take that chance. So what I'm gonna do is build some more of these like triangular supports, one for each side. But on this side of it, that way I can kind of tilt it back this way and then kind of secure it to those. Got my support here. I think I'm going, it's not like the most steady thing in the world, but once it's closer and mostly straight up, it will definitely be enough to keep it up straight. I think I'm going to build one more for the other side there, and then start moving. I feel pretty dang good about that. The trusses are up on the blocks. I don't know, it just feels awesome conquering heavy things with being smart. Work smarter, not harder, has never been more true in my life, and I'm just excited. I'm having a good time with this. Now that I've got the truss up straight, I put in some cross braces here. In tandem with the ones that I made over there, just to keep it from going both ways. So that should be good enough while I get this one in place here. Now it's time to start cutting the purlins. We're going to do a couple of those just to get this whole structure sturdy, enough for me to leave, and that'll be it for today. The purlins up, or most of them anyway, at least the ones that we are going to have while we are lifting them. And now we're going on to do bracing and blocking. Alright my friends, that does it for this week, and also for my initial 2-month time period of building before I have to finish up my last little bit at work and then start on construction full time. As you can see, we're way ahead of schedule. Starting to get the actual bays of the trusses put up, and that is really exciting. So cool to see the real shape of the building getting put up. I'm very happy with our progress. For the next couple videos, we're going to be putting out some stuff that's just a little bit different. And then as soon as I am done with work, probably around the time that you actually see this video, we'll be starting to make new content on the build again. As always, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to follow along someone new learning about post framing, or you're just interested in living a thrifty life to the fullest, then go ahead and hit that subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss any videos in the future. I'll catch you guys next time.